At fair 13-year ancient, Autumn Peltier has been at international level named lawyer for water supply protect, particularly for Canada's native human beings. Which's following the Joint Nations. A year back, Autumn found herself person to person in Justin Trudeau at the gathering of at First Nations yearly winter meet. She had been selected to the Canada Main Secretary in a ceremonious brass water supply cup to symbolize his liability to defend the nation's water supply. But instead of creature celebrity affected, the adolescent tell her reason. As Main Secretary, Mr. Trudeau has backed a quantity of pipe projects, figure abrupt critique of native and ecological suggest. Down there are as well 100 at First Nations communities in the nation how include had a water supply consultative in location for more than rather than a year, a domestic meltdown how by the government has pledged to fix by 2021. I know how, he told to her. I will defend the water supply. Though she says she doesn't aware if he will hold his pledge, she's joyful she done her stance precise. Fall, who lives in Wikwemikong at First Nationality in Northern Ontario, will get in the Greater Auditorium following springtime, while she will address the Joint Nations General Gathering in New York for the proclamation of the World 10 Years for Activity on Water Supply for Stable Growth. Her travel to proper and world water supply lawyer began while she was fair 8-year ancient. Encouraged by her auntie, Josephine Mandamin, who walked the shores of all 5 large lakes to lift knowledge for water supply preservation and native water supply rights, Autumn began talk at society events on the significance of defending Canada's water supply. Autumn is named for her desire and her steadiness, and has been to demand orator at greater and greater events. Water supply is one of the largest holy beginnings in our civilization since we use the water supply in right, she explains. We requirement water supply to pull through and dwell and house virtually the just cause we're there present is water supply. She visited the family's environment meeting in Sweden, and has passing through the nation defending Canada's potable water supply. In 2016, she was the just Canada to be designated for the World Families World Award. She didn't win but says she feels penalty on the result, since I aware how down there's some family out down there making large job as so. I fair speak myself he's okay if you don't gain, since the confer isn't departure to halt you of making the job thou making. I'm departure to hold making my job before the water supply's pure. Fall is in top consumer demand, and she frequently has to rotate events downward fair so she can include a regular infancy. She's so lively, says her mom, Stephanie Peltier. While she is not traveling the planet, Fall is a routine adolescent who loves her pets, Instagram and manufacturing applied in her friends, consisting bracelets she sells to lift cash for a regional society out of pure water supply. But she wants her next to be whatever but common. Following departure to college and law high school, she has set her sights on Canada's top work. I wish to be Main Secretary or Secretary of Environmental, she says.